Hello guys, everyone. Welcome to my channel Flycastles. So basically today what we are going to discuss, what is our topic today is how to become pilot and what are the requirements are there and how you can get that CPL license with you. ठीक है? So let's get started. सबसे पहले क्या चीजें होती हैं, क्या क्या चीजें करेंगे, हम इस वीडियो में क्या क्या चीजें डिस्कस करने वाले हैं. We will go one by one. The first thing is we will be discussing कि what is the eligibility, क्या क्या eligibility होती है. Secondly, what is the requirement and what you have to do after 10 plus 2 or after your suppose you have done your engineering, so उसके बाद कैसे क्या करें. You have done your medicals, तो if you are from bio background, if you are from commerce background, so आप कैसे uh, how how you can apply for this. ठीक है, so that's we all going to discuss in this video. ठीक है, so let's get started. Basically, to get your commercial pilot license with the multi-engine plus your instrument rating, what you need, the first step, what is the first step you will take after 10 plus 2, means after your 12th, what is the first step you will take towards obtaining your commercial pilot license? So the first and very basic step is to immediately apply for passport. ठीक है, इमीडिएटली आप अप्लाई कर दो पासपोर्ट के लिए. ठीक है, बिकॉज व्हेन यू अप्लाई, ठीक है, आपने अप्लाई किया पासपोर्ट, पासपोर्ट के बाद नेक्स्ट थिंग विच यू रिक्वायर इज योर कंप्यूटर नंबर. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. व्हाट इज कंप्यूटर नंबर? Now computer number is nothing, it is a type of roll number which you need to give the exam for this CPL license. ठीक है. Now how will you apply for this computer number? So for applying computer number, I will give the description of my website in the description. Just go there. I will also show you कि आप कैसे apply कर सकते हो. So let me just show you how. अभी कर देते हैं. You just go to my website. So this is my website here, and here the section called this is our website. When you open it, it will something open like this, and you just need to go to the start here section and just need to go to the computer number, and from here you can apply for the computer number. ठीक है, so यहाँ पे everything is just there. You just need to apply it from here. ठीक है, उसके बाद once you get your computer number, the second step, immediate step, this all you have to do it after your 10 plus 2, after your engineering, after your medicals, जो भी है उसके बाद आपको ये सबसे पहला स्टेप आपका यही होगा. This is your step 1, this is your step 2. If you don't have if you already have the passport, it's good. If you don't have, but first step is to get your computer number, and the step 3 is to get your medical done ASAP. Now, how will you do your medicals? For medicals, there are many steps. Not exactly many, but the first step is to get your class 2 medical done. Now, class 2 medical. Class 2 medical is the first medical you have to appear. Once you get your class 2 medical, you have to go to the doctor. You have to visit the doctor. Which doctor you will visit? Let me show you again. Let me take you to the website. In the section how to become a pilot, there was a list of the class 2 medical doctors has been given. So you just go to here. Here is a all list of the doctors are given. Contact the nearest doctors and visit them, and make sure your medical is done as soon as possible. Okay. Up now you have medical class 2 medical is being done. So don't forget to collect your CA 35 form. So on the basis of CA 35 form, you can start your flying. Okay. So once you get this CA 35 form, after that, what you need to do, you need to visit to the DGCA. Visit DGCA, which is in Delhi. Where in Delhi? It is exactly in Zorbag. Just Google it DGCA and you will get. It is on the yellow line. Okay, it is on the yellow line. So you just go there, visit the DGCA. So how will you visit the DGCA? The first thing is to you will go to Delhi. You will go to Zorbag yellow line. Then once you get out from the metro, what you have to do? You have to walk to the DGCA. It is in the walking distance about 500 meters maximum. So once you just go there and ask that you need to go to the medical section. So once you will go to the medical section, ask for your assessment, but go visit after at least 2 months. After 2 months means you have to visit DGC after 2 months. Why 2 months? Because it normally take 2 months to get everything done. ठीक है, 2 महीने normally take. ठीक है, मेडिकल सेक्शन जाओगे, मेडिकल सेक्शन में जाके व्हाट यू नीड टू कलेक्ट योर असेसमेंट फ्रॉम देयर। ठीक है, आप अपना असेसमेंट वहां से कलेक्ट कर लो। एज सुन योर यू विल कलेक्ट योर असेसमेंट and there only in the medical cell, this is also called medical section or medical cell, whatever you can say. So medical cell में जाके just ask them कि please give the appointment for class 1. So basically the appointment for class 1 will be given by the person who will be there. So there was number or also there, so you can just call them. Or but the best step is to ask the DGCA office only, DGCA cell only, to get your appointment fixed. So you will get your appointment for medical, and it is done at mostly at the AFCME, AFCME, ठीक है, which is Air Force Center and Medical Establishment, basically New Delhi or somewhere else. ठीक है. So initial medical is done over here. So once you get your medicals done, so this is the one thing about medical, how you'll get your medical, how you started your journey after 20 plus 2. You have applied for passport, you get your computer number, you have applied for medical. But this is the one section which is going on. What you can do in the meantime, you can also, in the meantime, you can start studying about your subjects, because what is the thing? There are many exams. You don't need to waste your time, because these medicals, these computer number, passport, this all will take some time. So in the meantime, what you need to do, you need to start your studying about the papers. So there are basically seven papers in your seven papers you need to pass over your entire CPL course. What are those papers? The first is your air navigation, ठीक है. The next paper you need to pass is your aviation meteorology, aviation met. It has been given there at many places, ठीक है. Aviation meteorology हो गया, then regulations बोल सकते हैं, air law भी बोल सकते हैं इसे, anything you can say, ठीक है. फिर technical आता है, technical general. This is one paper based on technical, and then there was a technical specific. Now what is this technical specific? Technical specific के अंदर दो पेपर होते हैं, one is SE and one is ME. SE बोले तो single engine, it is single engine, and this is बोले तो multi engine. Now what is this single engine and multi engine all about? Technical specific. After technical specific, then there is another exam which is called your RTR. Now what is this exam? This is your radio telephone restricted exam. So here are two papers, 5.1 you can say, 5.2 means overall seven papers. Okay. So let me give you little bit knowledge ki what these subjects are. In air navigation, it was your latitude, longitude, your time, your convergency, and your instrument like altimeter, airspeed indicator, your Mach meter, and other things. Aviation meteorology is more about your weather, that you are flying in the space. So what is the weather there, and what are the clouds, what are the winds, what is the Indian climatology, and other things. Regulations means the air law. Suppose you are flying in the air, so there are some regulations that you cannot fly at this, you can fly this, other things. Okay? In technical general, it was the aerodynamics. You will study about jet engines, piston engines, and other things. In technical specific, you will be studying about your particular aircraft that you are going to fly. For example, the single engine that you are going to fly, you will study here in SE, and multi-engine you will study there. RTR is radio telephone restricted exam. So RTR, even if you don't have your computer number, you can start studying about your RTR exam. Okay. So this is the total number of exams that you need to pass to get your license. So I told you one by one, ki what are the things. The first step is to get your passport, computer number, and your medicals. Then you have to pass these exams. So what happen if you pass all these exams? So how will you pass? There is also many things. How will you study for this? So for studying, we are providing you the section. We will be giving this all lectures one by one. So we'll be making one by one video on it. Okay. For air navigation, for everything, we will be putting one video over it. Also, if you are more interested, you can buy our courses from our website, which is flycastles.com. You just go there, you just go to the courses section, and you see which courses you want to study, and you can start studying from there. Okay. There is a guaranteed passing we offer. So guaranteed, I have listened to many people say that it look like it is a fake, but basically what happens if you There is a fixed syllabus. So if you study those much of syllabus, you will definitely pass that exam. Okay. So let's get. So I just told you these are the exams. Now, what I can say, you can complete all these papers in maximum to maximum 6 months. How will you do that? Apply for two papers at a time. Apply two papers at a time. What you will do? The first step in our first attempt. See, we will plan it from the student to student. If you are a very good student, if you belong to some, maybe you are just God gifted brain, then you can may give all papers all time, but I never suggest you to go all papers at one time. Start with your navigation and metrology. In the first attempt, you just apply for these two papers. In the next attempt, you just apply for regulations and technical. So these are the most important papers. Most important. Okay. So why I'm telling you? Because navigation is one of the difficult exam. Metrology is very easy exam. Then regulation is easy. Technical is little bit tough. ठीक है. तो I just told you कौन सा tough है कौन सा easy है. Just tough वाला थोड़ा red से mark कर देता है. Let's mark it with the red. ठीक है. Let's mark it with the red. So you just get the idea. कि this was a little bit of difficult exam. So what are the difficult exams? These are the difficult exams. Navigation and the most difficult. The most difficult one is the navigation, you can say. Are you as a, it's not important key navigation is the difficult one, but what happens, this navigation is itself is a very long. Okay. Secondly is your technical. Technical is also very much difficult, but this is more about learning. Okay. And the most difficult is RTR. RTR is the most difficult. Why it is more difficult? Because things are not in your control. It is basically because ki RTR, we will just make a particular video on RTR ki how you will appear for it, what are there. It is basically communication paper. So what is communication? For example, your left engine is fire, or for example, your right engine is fire. So how will you give the calls? So these all questions, these all situations will come under the heading RTR. This is the type of communication between your ATC, between the pilots, between the air traffic controllers. ATC means air traffic controller, okay? And the engineers also need these license RTRA, ठीक है? So RTR में, अच्छा, I told you, given you one situation. So for example, your left engine is on fire. So how will you say that Mayday, 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 right engine on fire, your left engine on fire, losing height, intent, emergency landing 30 nautical miles south of Delhi or something. So how will you start your engine? So you will give call for startup and other things that all comes under the RTR. So this is all related to your ground studies. After this section khatam, after this section finishes, in the flying section, what you can do for flying section, you just have to complete your 200 hours of flying. If you are doing it with multi-engine, you need 185 hours of flying on single engine SE and 15 hours on multi-engine. ठीक है? So 185 on single engine, 15 hours on multi-engine. And after that you will require some simulator hours. Simulator hours is required 10 hours on single engine and 10 hours on multi-engine. ठीक है? And once you complete your papers, then only go for flying. ठीक है? Otherwise don't start your flying. Don't directly approaches the flying club कि how will you directly go. We will be giving you all the classes, all the important things online, of course everything free. Of course we will be providing it on the YouTube only. ठीक है? You just have to subscribe this channel, bookmark this website or something. ठीक है? Just do it. 185 15. ठीक है? ये सब हो गया. अभी कैसे करेंगे, क्या क्या चीज़ें, we will be discussing the further more lectures. ठीक है? कैसे क्या क्या चीज़ें होंगी, we will be discussing all that in the further lectures. ठीक है? फ्लाइंग सेक्शन हो गया. तो ये तो फ्लाइंग की बात हो गई कि यू हैव टू डू दिस मच ऑफ आवर्स इन योर फ्लाइंग, बट देयर आर सम अदर थिंग्स यू हैव टू डू. You have to pass your ELP examination, which you will do now. The DGC has make this little bit difficult. So ELP is also one thing that you have to complete. ठीक है? ELP, simulator, flying and your papers. So these all things you will take and you go to the Zorbag and submit it so you can get your commercial pilot license. ठीक है? So it's not a very big deal to get your commercial pilot license, but definitely you need to study. Without studying you can't able to get this license. ठीक है? So this is all about, I told you everything, how you can start, how can you just go ahead. For example, there are some queries key there. For example, if you belong to commerce background, if you belong to bio background, how can you just go into this? So the minimum eligibility is 10 plus 2 with physics and maths. So for example, if you don't have your physics or you don't have your mathematics in your class 10th, then you can apply it from the NIOS board, and then you can approach this thing, apply for the computer number. We will do everything. You can just contact us at any time, any moment of time. You have any question, just call us, we will be available there. Okay, so definitely the free classes will be there, so just okay. So in the last, there is a checklist for you, what you need to do in the last checklist. So just follow the checklist, subscribe our channel, subscribe our channel for today. This is your checklist item number 1. The item number 2 over here is to follow our Instagram account also. Okay, so there is only 2 checklist option today. Let me say you bye. In the next lecture we will be discussing more about it. Thank you for watching.